You are a reporter named Mark, whose friend recently called about an important event and asked you to record it. Arriving late, you discover your friend is nowhere to be found. You soon discover that your friend has been investigating a possible killer related to unnatural events and nightmares. Can you find your friend and figure out what he was looking into? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Spooktober. This time we're playing Tunnel Vision. This is a point-and-click style game, which I love these, so without further ado, let's get into it. A friend I hadn't spoken to in months suddenly called and asked me to grab my camcorder and come to his place as soon as possible. He said it was important, but he couldn't discuss it over the phone. Just as well, since he called around 3 AM. What person in their right mind goes to places at 3 AM? I need some better friends, but I just got finished with work, so I've decided to head over now while it's still light enough for my camcorder to get clear images. Begin! Well, this doesn't seem right. Oh my goodness, what a great place. I wonder where the flamingo's head has gone. That's exactly what I was wondering. Or maybe he bought it like this. Pretty grim either way. Hello, gnome. I didn't know people even bought these things anymore. Yeah, well, he's a creep. Wait a second. What? Oh, there's a key under the gnome. Thank you, kind sir. Curtains are drawn and barely make out what's inside. Is this the guy's house? What a weird cabin. Key fits. Okay, let's see what's inside. Oh, what has he been doing with all this stuff? Where the hell is he? He's probably dead, you know. Okay, we've got a VHS player, a box full of documents and news articles, foreign countries. I can't read any other languages. The Three of Clubs. Okay, that's interesting. It's a map of the world. It's covered with files, pins, and string. How do I exit this screen? There we go. Oh, okay, 16. It's a few days away. The 7 of Diamonds card. Last message is from me. I guess I was the last person to call him. Is that a moan I just fucking heard? Feels eerie outside. I can't take the feeling someone's watching me. Because they probably are. 5 of Hearts. Great. Oh, that's a long read. Okay. Get in, people. Police earlier this Friday identified the corpses of 2 men who were found within the local subway. The cause of death does not seem to be an accident of any kind, but rather a murder. Deliberate jabs with a sharp object, leaving deep wounds, were found on several body parts, such as the head and upper torsos of both men. Police investigators have been searching the area following the results of the autopsy, stating that the punctures are too large and deep to have been caused by a knife. That's 3. An ongoing investigation into last week's double homicide has yet to turn up any leads. Patrolmen responded to reports of a vehicle stuck in the Walter Tunnel. The officer's last report to dispatch was that he was on the scene and was about to examine the car for occupants. Nothing that the car's window had been smashed. After more than an hour of silence, additional units were sent to the tunnel, where they found Watts had been fatally stabbed near the driver's side of the stranded vehicle. The driver of the vehicle had also been fatally stabbed. The wounds matched those of other unsolved incidents in the region. Damage to the tunnel walls suggests shots had been fired, although the angle makes it unclear what Watts was aiming at. Well, that's what I'm waiting for something to show up in there. Rumors about a possible serial killer are running rampant through the county, as police have identified a 3rd victim. There appears to be no direct relationship between the 3 victims. However, all 3 were murdered in tunnels or underpasses, and all 3 were fatally stabbed by an unknown large object. The first 2 autopsies also suggested traces of toxic gas in the victim's lungs, which has further baffled law enforcement. Citizens throughout the county are calling this mysterious killer the Tunnel Man, with theories of the killer's identity ranging from a disgruntled homeless man to a satanic cult. We'll report on the third autopsy as soon as the results are released. In the meantime, all citizens are advised to avoid entering enclosed public spaces alone. Oh no! A group of 4 criminals robbed a local city bank this week, attempting to use the city's sewer system for a getaway from the police response. Good work there, people. In a surprising and tragic twist, what stopped the robber wasn't the police, but something else. When one of the robbers was caught escaping, the police searched the sewers and found a shocking sight. 3 of the robbers, along with 4 sewer workers, were found dead. Police have not been able to give much word, but they did mention that the deaths were particularly brutal. This ain't going good. A shocking sight was discovered this weekend when construction workers went to check on the progress of repairs in a tunnel. 3 men were found dead, 2 of whom to have been the victims of cold-blooded murder. There were clear signs of horrific mutilation with a large tool, leaving both traces of blunt trauma and deep stab wounds. The third victim, however, found hidden at the entrance of a nearby manhole, showed no such wounds. Thorough inspections led police examiners to believe that his death was related to inhalation of toxic fumes. As of yet, it is still unclear who is behind these terrible deeds, nor where the deadly gas could have originated from. That's 7, I guess that's the last one, this will be 6. The Blackstone Mines, which were closed back in the 1800s, and had been recently reopened, have become the site of a horrible tragedy just this week and have been closed again. 2 teenagers, who have yet to be identified, snuck into the mines to engage in vandalism when one was killed and the other was hospitalized, with an as-of-yet unknown illness. Local police are unsure whether the incident was accidental or if foul play was involved, but it has halted the mines reopening. We might just have to close it up again, the miners' supervisor said to us in an interview. The Blackstone Panic erupts outside the county sheriff's office as reports of a serial killer in 2 neighboring states have been released. Details of the murders match those of the infamous Tunnel Man, whose reign of terror suddenly ceased 4 months ago. The killer is still at large, although police are suggesting this may be a copycat killer, as at least 2 of the murders happened within minutes of each other, despite being over 50 miles apart. The public is demanding that the sheriff increase patrols to ensure local public safety. The sheriff has described the situation as a nightmare for both public safety and an already unstaffed police force. Well, shit! Enter a password. The man in my nightmares. Let's say that's the Tunnel Man. Got it that right, yeah. Okay, Red Cross report, Subway report, MI report. Are these just patient and sole survivor military? Oh god, more reading. Patient is the sole survivor of a military supply bunker. Identity unknown. Patient is barely coherent and keeps rambling about some accident that seemed unrelated to the bunker attack. It is believed that the patient was attacked while in one of the bunker's tunnels and survived by hiding in a locker. Other bodies show blunt trauma and pierced wounds, but the patient is largely without injury. He was initially blamed for the attacks until it was found he had inhaled toxic fumes of unknown origin. Patient is afraid of certain sounds and keeps saying to watch for the Devil's Tunnel. Requested transport to psychiatric facility and awaiting response. This is terrible. Patient is a young woman in her mid-20s who was found just outside the entrance of a new subway construction site. The police informed us that the patient may be the survivor of a mass murder in which 2 men were killed within the tunnel. The patient has inhaled toxic gas of unknown origin again. She is unconscious but frequently mutters something about not getting too close to a tunnel to hell, and to keep watching the walls. The initial prognosis is that this is a side effect of the gas and a possible sign of brain damage. It's not. Dr. Matheson says symptoms remind him of a case he handled back in his army days, but that case had been classified. He said he will reach out to the detective on the case and see if they can get the medical reports classified. This is... okay. Patient survived an attempted homicide at a local abandoned mine. It is believed he and a friend broke into the mine to drink, based on numerous empty bottles found at the entrance. However, the patient shows no signs of intoxication, and blood alcohol levels are normal. The patient has numerous wounds and has inhaled toxic fumes, again. He is conscious but delusional, staring at the walls and mumbling that the monster is coming for him. He also has recurring nightmares about tunnels. These delusions are likely a combination of the location of the attack and possible brain damage caused by the fumes. No. Similarities to a recent case in a city subway construction zone approximately 30 miles from the mine suggest this may be the work of the same suspect. Patient has admitted after being comprehended by police on suspicion of robbery and mass homicide. Initial examination shows numerous superficial wounds and lacerations, as well as some bruising and one broken bone consistent with blunt force trauma. Gases were detected in the patient's lungs, which may explain his paranoid and incoherent nature, again with the gases. Keeps looking at the walls as if looking for something and muttering "no tunnel" before looking away. Additionally, patient has asked about 2 other individuals, which the police have identified as among the victims in the sewer, suggesting the patient is unaware of their deaths. Symptoms line up with other cases in the tri-state area, including what other hospitals have dubbed NDE nightmare tunnel syndrome. Oh. A seeming variant of the typical tunnels reported near-death experiences in which the patient believes they have seen through a tunnel into hell and the devil will come for them through the walls. Defendant was sent to us by the county sheriff's department after having been found in Blackstone Mine. He was suffering from hallucinations of tunnels opening on the walls and was barely coherent. Doctors found traces of carbon monoxide in his lungs and are having him evaluated for potential brain damage. Defendant is charged with trespassing, destruction of property, private property, and is a suspect in the death of another person. All this reading is making me yawn. And is a suspect in the death of another trespasser. Plaintiff suggests willingness to drop charges if investigation proves the murder was a third party, as this incident may have saved the lives of those scheduled to begin work at Blackstone. Oh. Nobody's going to buy that last sentence. These stupid tunnelman murders have everyone on edge. They just don't want to admit it. Oh well, I'll fix this tomorrow. About the emails. 3 of them. Message from a private investigator. I have to be careful since this has officially been deemed a cold case, and the evidence has been sealed away. It will take some planning to gather what you requested, but I am looking forward to comparing evidence and possibly solving this thing once and for all. There is scheduled maintenance of the records vaults in a little over 2 months. That would be the best time for us to meet up. I will make copies of the case files that I can access while security is disabled, and you bring what you have. Response to the PI. We've both waited this long. A few more months will be fine. Just know that our friend Tweety isn't going to stop working while we wait. And neither will I. Just in case something happens to me before the meeting, the most important items will be in the safe. Just find the video I told you about and check the date. To be safe, I am keeping the tape hidden as well. Check the enclosed photo for a hint. Stay in touch, Sylvester. Wait, so what does it say? Important items were in the safe. Just find the video I told you and check the dates. Okay. Image attached to email. It's in the BBQ. I have to write things down because I ain't gonna remember shit. You know what? I don't have photographic memory, but I have a camera. It's not cheating, it's game mechanics. Okay. Crime scene photo, subway tunnel, great. Oh god! So, escape online, Robert. That's horrific. Oh my god. His head's blown off. Final preparation. Okay, I've got the gun loaded with plenty of ammo. I also made sure to get new quality batteries for my flashlight. I don't want to be that guy whose light dies 2 minutes in. Left a message for Mark to bring his camcorder, but didn't go into detail. The detective can fill him in. Everything's in place and the safe is secured, so I guess that's it. Anyone reading this, I'll be waiting outside for you to get there. I've come too far to be that stupid horror movie protagonist that gets tricked to his own death. What's in the trash? Let me get in the trash. Okay, exit out of that then. Okay, so we're at 5 of hearts. Okay, so let's do this, shall we? So the 5 of hearts. So that would be 5. 6. Thanks for the hearts, man. What was the other? 5 hearts, 9 of spades. Spades. That wasn't heart at the beginning, that was spade. I'm an idiot. So it's actually 9. And then you've got 9, 6. Two and 5. What? Okay. Ooh, there's just a bit of anti-rust. This could be useful. Is that to open up that over? Okay, it looks like it almost out of water. Yeah, so this was 7 of diamonds. 7 of diamonds. 7 of diamonds. So that goes there. Three of the clubs. Okay, so that's there. That goes there. Map of the Wales, map of the Wales. Wait, so that's so I have to guess the next one then? Yeah, because I haven't found spade, clubs, diamond, heart. Oh wait, no, I did, didn't I? Yeah. So heart was 5. Heart was 5. Clubs was 3. Spades was 9. That's the one I don't have. Oh no, yes, spade was 9. So it's the diamond? Yeah, I don't have diamond. I mean, we could brute force it, you know. I could also just go outside. Might be in with the thing. Oh, hello, dear. Seems to be anti-rust loosened. Nice. What's this? It's a combination. Oh, this is the combination I need for here. Okay. Let's see if I've got this right. Let's see if I can pure ass this straight away. So we want... Oh, okay, so let's go... 9, 6... I have to make sure... Which one am I missing? The diamond, so the 4th number. Okay. 9, 6, 3... 9, 6, 3... 1, 7, 2, 5. Does that work? It did not work. 2, 5. Okay, I fucked up somewhere. What did the thing actually show? I don't have a pen round here so I can write things down. I do! Ha! Here's something I prepared earlier. I need to do this properly. Okay, let's just do this properly. This was here, which is the 7 of diamonds. The 5 of hearts. And this one was the 3 of clubs, which is here. And then this one is the 9 of spades, which is there. 9, 6, 3, 7, 2, 5. Wait, was that the extra code? Was I adding an extra number for no reason? I fucking was. I'm such a doofus. Go and make fun of me. I already had them all, I didn't realise it. I was adding an extra number that didn't need to be there. 9, 6, 3, 7, 2, 5. Absolute... What a weird place to hide a VHS. I'd better take it if it's that important. So the video is this, right? That'll give me the code for that. What did it say? What did it say in the email? Was it email or final prep? Final prep? I've come waiting outside. Message mark. Must have been the email then. Video I told you about. Yeah, just find the video I told you about. Check the date to be safe. The date, the date, the date, the date. Right now, let's see what's on this tape. June 13. June 13. 6, 13, 1987. Okay. That's in the miners tunnel. Oh god, there was a creature. So that would mean that the safe number 6, 1, 3, 1987? No? Maybe it's the other way around. Is it just a year? What? I checked the date. Ah. The month didn't fucking matter. Newspaper from 1930. Tragedy struck a local mine yesterday when a routine demolition in a gas-contaminated section claimed the life of a coloured middle-aged miner. Investigators revealed that he had not been warned that the demolition was to take place. The miner was found with his face crushed beneath falling rocks, and it was though he may have held the bird's cage in a desperate attempt to shield himself. In a strange turn of events, as men moved to recover the body, it had vanished from the rubble. Company officials emphasized that the blast had been planned for safety and that no other injuries were reported. The investigation into the circumstances of the miner's presence and his mysterious disappearance continues. Oh. A letter found in research pages. I've been trying to figure out how the monster I saw is able to do things he does. I know he gives off poisonous gas, and I know he's much stronger than a normal human. But after all the nightmares about him being able to pass through walls, I decided to see if there was a scientific explanation. After speaking with several physicists about the possibility of instant travel, one of them mentioned a word that made sense. He asked if I was talking about wormholes. Turns out there's this thing in quantum physics based on the Schrödinger equation that works just like a wormhole in science fiction. I don't understand everything he said, but supposedly a wormhole based on quantum tunneling would allow someone to go from one place to another in an instant. I'll have to go back and ask him more, but I need to be careful. If he knew I was talking about a monster I met in the mines, he probably would have security remove me and warn all of his friends about. But I think I'm onto something. The detective is going to love this. Oh, maybe he's open-minded, maybe. Partial react police report. Was found deceased near the entrance of mine. Autopsy shows a combination of toxic fumes and wounds seemingly caused by the equipment inside. Records show that blank was a former employee of the mine and had survived an attack on a bunker in World War II, during which he had inhaled a similar gas. Medical reports from the time show that he had become obsessed with hallucinations that tunnels could appear in walls. He was admitted to a psychiatric ward, but was later released after it was deemed his psychosis was likely the result of inhaling toxic fumes. Blank left a note stating he was going back to the mine to confront his demon. His daughter immediately reported the note to authorities, leading to the discovery of his body. Jeez. Journal. Final entry. This is my final entry. I received a tip that there are lights inside the old Blackstone mine, and someone heard whistling. He could be back. I need to follow up on this lead as soon as possible, or he could slip through our fingers. Detective, if you're reading this, come to Blackstone as soon as you can. I'll be staking out the entrance to verify if our Tweety is really inside. Blackstone mine? What was he doing there? Who's Tweety? Well, it's my best lead. I'd better take my car there. We all know what Tweety means, right? How they used to use, I think it's canaries, to put them down in the mines, and if they died it was unsafe because of the toxic fumes. So I'm guessing Tweety is the monster, which is the guy who wasn't warned about going in there. To the mines we go. You'd better be waiting for me at those mines. What have you got yourself into? I really hope Sylvester didn't get himself in trouble. Sylvester? Seriously? That guy was always a child at heart, although he was different after they found him in some mine. I wonder if it's the same mine, and I wonder if he really did the smart thing and waited for backup. I don't want to fucking go in here. He obviously didn't wait for backup. Damn it, he couldn't wait for me. He must be deeper in the mine. He's dead already. That crate is huge. You could practically hide inside it. Oh great, thanks for the idea. Huh? What was that? Was that him? He must be close. Nothing useful in here. Solar generator is empty, though I can't imagine it's still working in that condition. What a weird clock! What's it doing here? That's the moon phases. What the hell? Wait, what's that light over there? Oh, goodness. Oh, God, what the hell happened here? Is this his flashlight? Where is he? Please don't tell me his blood is here. Oh, that's his blood, alright. He's dead as fuck. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. What the... Mark's body was found a few days later in Blackstone Mine, with no sign of his friend or any clue to his whereabouts. Police have attempted to get in touch with the private investigator that the friend was in contact with, but it was discovered that he was a victim of a homicide 2 days earlier in a nearby highway tunnel. The case has gone cold. That was a weird one, ladies and gentlemen. So they all sort of intertwined. They were investigating, they all got fucked up in the mines, and and now he just came out and took me out. Because I'm an idiot and went in there and looked for the wall. That was fun. If you enjoyed watching that, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I shall catch you in the next episode of Spooktober. See you then. What a weird one. Good, but weird.